Coming to you live from the willitforge studios in a blacked out apartment hidden somewhere in Michigan. I am willitforge, and this is a game stream. In our last episode, we started House Flipping Apocalypse Edition. That is right. Starting up our very own house flipping episode the last time. In the middle of the zombie apocalypse, starting up our very. And while I have not, I have played and acquired more content for building the house and renovations and everything. I've not been out to the house until just now, getting ready for the stream. And we did not take any steps, and I'm not planning to prevent any zombies from spawning in the house or showing up. And so that has created for us a very interesting situation. Go ahead and bring the screen up. If I find the right one. There we go. Because we had a couple of zombies out front, of course, and those have gone away because I refreshed. We get a zombie trapped up in our attic space. And I realized I hadn't given myself a way up there. So we're going to go ahead and take this tile out and put in a ladder. Ooh, it's a radiated one too. Come on, come on. Oh, can't because sloped roof there might be giving them a little bit of an issue. But let's go ahead and find our ladders. Because we have not sorted the space at all. I don't think they're in the Jeep, nope. But we got some wood, so we can always make some. Fine, make me search for it. Make some ladders so we have our getting upstairs here. Hope this works. We're gonna have to take this one out too, because that's going to keep us from getting up here, which would be a nice little storage space, among other things. Note to the wise, do not toss your augers. That is right, you want to keep your augers. Give me just a moment, because I think that is a little loud. Let me see. Be a little bit quieter for you. One of the things we wanted to do today, aside from, there we go. One of the things we wanted to do today, aside from, of course, continuing on in the house, is we wanted to finish up this garage, because we should have enough material and paints and stuff on us to really make that nice. Come up here, figure out what damage he was doing to our garage attic. It looks like that's about it. Now, the one thing I haven't done in this game, I have not played much with paints. So this is going to be a little bit of a new experience for us here. I'm also going to set up a few automated defenses to start with while we continue on our work. Okay, so there's that, and I'm guessing if we pick this, there we go. We can pick our look. And I have not done any of this before, so we're kind of taking it as it goes. Let's see what this looks like. Problem is that looks kind of shabby for a for us flipping this house. Ooh, I'm a big lover of brick and stone, though. Or Adobe. How's Adobe look? No, we're gonna give this a brick texture, I think. Unless they can show me a nice stone. You know, flagstone, I do kind of like the look of that. If flagstone it is. Let's get a bigger space. Looks like a little bit of an overlap to the roof doing larger. We'll clean that up, don't worry. Just going for, oh, yeah, that's definitely going to need some cleanup. We camouflaged our ladder. Yeah, a little bit of overkill there, but we'll clean it up. Looks like it doesn't like those corners unless we get really precise. Okay, so that is almost there. Okay, we're way past what the roller can do, so there's that. But this here that we're standing on now is definitely not going to get that. It should be more of a wood. Oh, not cardboard box. We want clean wood. Let's see what we get with. Go kind of fancy. You know, that's a little too fancy. This is just a garage storage area. And to anyone out in the chat, I'm open to suggestions on styling and design and everything. No. That's a little better, I think, for even in a redone garage. If they just got like a over the garage storage, it's gonna be, you know, not necessarily super flashy up above. And I brought a few things along too. I have not yet messed with some power forms, and we're going to get into that. Because we've got things that are going to need electricity. And at least some of this one's going to be off the grid living. And I know there's stuff that says like the solar is janky. Some have said useless. I've got solar panels, a solar bank. I've got a battery bank and everything. We're going to see if we can't do a little bit with it. And you can't be worried about generators and gas all the time. other thing that we've got, I messed up there. I want that texture to go there. I want that texture, oh, that texture there. Yeah, because that's going to still be our flagstone across the top there. So it's coming along. Let's see if we get, ooh, nice clean. Nice clean woodwork going up. That's going to look good, I think, too. Of course, the underside of these being wood. I might need a ladder just for taking care of stuff up there. Hey, by no means done, but that looks a lot cleaner and neater, doesn't it? Actually, I know what, I'm not gonna ladder. That's the perfect thing for a nurple. Except, it seems like I can reach the whole thing from here. Let's take a real quick look to make sure that I don't have anything messed up here. Yeah, everything seems to be going smoothly. Folks, it's quiet. Which I guess I understand. A lot more lurking going on or talking to myself, but we'll get through. Brought something else to be a finishing point for the garage, too. It's kind of my thing. Actually, we'll say that is wood right there. That is wood right there. And around. The cabinets. Ooh. That might be just a little bit too fancy for that, but it's... Oh, I like that look. That needs a cabinet door, though. Some kind of... With that, we'll go with that red side. Give it the red on the side with that flashy black top. And then shelves up above. Try that. No, that's definitely not a good design for that. Let's see if we just get the regular. There we go. And then there's nothing to be done with that unless you want to get rid of it. So finishing touches around the windows and make sure that it's all directions. Doorway. And then this is actually just ground here. It's pretty solid. I don't think I'm going to mess with that. But I am going to do some other things. Now, the underneath of that is still just going to be more of a basic... That'll work. That should work for our ladder, too. Although I do kind of like the notion of the ladder camouflaged in. It's so funny idea. Now, one thing is I did not bring as much beverages over with me as usual this time, so I might be needing to take a break in and among the stream. I'm curious if we put wood there, say if we put wood behind the ladder, how well would it blend? Not quite as well, but kind of. Good to know. Yeah. With the way that's... We're just going to take that middle section out. Because we can't paint it, and it looks kind of meh. Hello, Swirl. First to the chat. We're doing some finishing touches on the garage before we get into the house. Might have to do something with replacing that cabinet, but we'll get to that later. So we've done a little bit with the siding, got a nice fieldstone build to it, neatened up our cabinets, our attic space, nice clean under the roof. Outside, I do have to get up on the roof, which means getting some wood for Nurple. No, I got wood for Nurple. Because we got a roof it still, but the oh, that's way more than I need for this. This better be riveting. I'll do my best. I hear somebody walking up on me. Oh, right there. How dare you? My beautiful garage I've been working on. Oh, we got a roving horde. That is the luckiest zombie in the apocalypse. Bring back my other tool and do a little bit of... Where we were beating? We were beating on a corner here. Oh. I didn't want to do that, but since I did that, let's reinforce that a little bit. Do the same on all four corners. Then I'll repaint it. Not playing Stardew right now? Like as in right this minute, or taking a break from it? Brought a lot of extra fieldstone over with me. I've spent some of my time in the last couple of weeks up all night, 2 nights in a row playing it. Wow. That is a goodly bit of commitment there. I've had a few games that have dragged me in that far, though, so I could understand it. Yeah, this minute, if you get that much invested in the game, you're gonna be back for it. Okay. Back to the roofing that I was so rudely interrupted on. Let's see what we got for actual roofing material. What they say. Pure cooler side. Concrete wall, concrete trims. Beige metal roof, metal riveted. Let's see if this looks like going over it. No, riveted metal roof is definitely not my thing. Brick pavers. Barn siding. I like barn siding actually, but there's so much stuff on this. It looks a little dilapidated though. But I like this material, so no. That looks a little better. Not my preferred color for it, but it gives a nice clean line. This is not going to be a super modern design. This is just going to be nice, clean. Some modernizations. Rebuild the destroyed. And when you do one side of the roof, you can't forget to get over the top and do the other side. There are other things that attic's going to be convenient for. Aside from having some convenient storage. It's going to give me a convenient place to put a few things. Because we brought a few things with us. Yes, Swirl's got it. Please hit the like button. Please like me. Okay. I just realized that I'm going to have to take out, I think, one of these to put on, unless... Oh, it does... Well... It kind of sits on, so... Be more of a take a few out. No, it's got to be Gotta go the fast and noisy route. If I can find fast and noisy. Yeah, you would think. You stick stuff in your inventory and the like. Unless I took it out and put it in the truck. I didn't drop it again, did I? That would have been bad. Oh, right there. I'm blind. That's it, I'm blind. Take 2 of these out and see if it works. Looks like it needs... Looks like it needs another 2 out. I never messed with solar banks before. They are big. Did I drop all of my concrete? Of course I did. Because I can't think rationally and prepare ahead of time. So I think that's all I need for that. Because I've already got the paintbrush on me still. We'll paint in the space to match the surrounding, if it looks good. It could look better, could look worse. It's going to have the solar panels on top of it. There we go. Okay, we're going to turn that off for now. But the breaking concrete, yeah, that breaking concrete can be a little bit over the top. And with the solar panel on there, we'll then take and throw a battery bank Oh, I did not expect that to happen. Quick, make it look like it belongs. We'll take and stick something underneath it. If we can. Oh, we can't. I get it. That's because it's the... That's just going to be a graphics janky thing, because that's... what it is these concrete I'm standing on. They're platforms, but they technically the full height of the block, which puts that right there. And we're just going to have a floating generator, or battery bank. Which I forgot to put my batteries into. Because I would forget my head if it wasn't attached. No, not that. I thought I had prepared really well for this. Almost 6 and sunny out. Yeah, that is so nice if you like that sort of thing. I'm not a huge one for the sunny, but I understand that that affects so many other people. It is nice to have it. Yeah, silly me, forgot the wiring tool. Let's see if I can make one. I cannot. Oh, I forgot I was making stuff out here too. They don't give a lot of light options either, but forged iron and electrical parts. Actually, you know what? I don't have the wiring tool, so I'm not going to mess with wiring up yet. What I am going to do is start doing the part for finishing off. Finishing off this garage if I can manage what I was going to do. Why is that not working? Height. Height. So I gotta break some blocks out. Since the auger is so annoying, we'll go for the long haul, I guess. Nope, I don't have the patience for that when I'm trying to do this. Sorry, I'll make it as quick as I can. This is what I get for not demoing, planning the different stages as I go along. I might even be taking out more than I need to, but... And night falls. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might actually need to go up one more. It's my stream, I'm just muted. Well, I will be back in a minute. Oh, and it's got whip too. Let's see, what are we? You know, I should have taken and looked at my... drawbridges that were working to do a little bit of planning. What we're gonna do, I'm going to mute the game audio, the computer audio, for a couple minutes while I'm doing this, and I can keep talking with you. That way I can talk and I hear the game sound, but it's not playing through to you. Make it a little less annoying. At least I hope make it a little less annoying. She decided she had to run around my garage and hit me. This might not work the way I want to try it, but we're going to give it a try and see. Now, granted, this means that you're stuck with just me talking and none of the background noise, which might have its own frustrations. But at least you don't have the game, because yeah, I understand that the auger can be a bit much. So I might not be able to actually do what I'm thinking of doing here anyway, so all of this demo work might be for nothing. Because what I want to do is I want to drop it right there. This is where some of the build mechanics from a game like Grounded would be nice, because being able to see the space that it would take up. We'll go a level higher and see if it'll fit. And if it doesn't, we'll rethink what we're doing. Because my notion here is to have the garage door where it can come down here, and when it's up, have a pit here full of spikes. But for practicality, don't know how well that's going to work. It's one of those gotta wait and see. But that takes, say, that means taking out one more level of this, I think, and then a lot of painting, and we'll see how it looks at the end. Because we're not going for a modern style house. We're going for remodeled, rebuilt, and apocalypse ready. Yeah, Brett, I have been convinced to mute the game volume for the auger, because I do understand the auger is annoying. Mind you, it's only muting the computer audio for you. I'm still getting the noise. And there is some auger work finishing this out too, because if I could fit the drawbridge in here, then I have to dig out my pit trap too. I wait and see for the drawbridge first. Actually, before... Where's my axe? Well, I can do it with that, I think. Was not what I was aiming for. Timing is important if you're doing leaping shots. Oh, I think I have it. Come on, go down, go down. It looks like it's clean, but it's not placing it. Uh-oh. Did that. It did. It did not place it where I told it to, and well, let's just say you can't pick that up. So I'm not going to be able to do more with that right now, because I'm going to have to build a new one and demolish this and set it up. Although, I might have... Oh, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for that one. I might have the materials over here to do that. That's got to go back in one. Get our game audio back for a moment, because I'm not going to be digging for a moment. Oh, I see. I see. It's got to account for the rails. So for the rails, I have to knock one further back. Well, let's see if I can build a drawbridge here. Uh, 100 forged iron and 20 springs will be the tricks there. Oh, I do have the forged iron. I don't think I've got the springs. No, I don't. So we will leave that where it is for now, but we're going to come back and we're going to do some reconstruction work so that that can come in one and have a tight seal to the wall there. Now I did take and I damaged one piece up here that we didn't need to remove. So I'm going to see if I've got the ability to replace it. Not a wood pole. With signs. No, of course I can't. So all of that. A0, my friend. Paul, good to see you. In the middle of a house flip here, and I have inadvertently damaged a block that I wanted to keep. And by damaged, I mean absolutely demolished it. And it does not look like... No, the game does not have... I can see offhand a mechanic for replacing one of those. So I'm going to have to decide on demolishing later. Yeah, can't do it that way. Oh well. Just one more thing in the saga. quick tour of what we've got going on so far. We've rebuilt the garage, but I messed up with the drawbridge. I've got to do some demolition up there so the drawbridge will sneak in one more. The garage has got reinforced windows. Nice flagstone appearance that is enhanced concrete. Some storage inside. Some nice clean lines. Thinking I'll be redoing that cabinet maybe. And some in-attic storage, which has got a battery bank that will be fed. I know people say they're janky and everything else. I have not played with them yet, so they're useless. So I first tried playing with solar panels. And I'd have that all wired up, but in all my delightful efforts to prepare for this, I also failed to bring a wiring tool with me. And lacking the wiring tool, I can't do that, and I didn't want to take the time to go back to my main base, my lake house, and collect things that I left behind. Now, one issue we're going to have, I did not clear out the house from zombies after coming back because we had a couple weeks off the game stream. Last week was an art stream. And that means that the zombies came into our beautiful garage and the house we're working on. I'm sure there's going to be zombies inside. You can see we've been working on some of the rebuilding. You mean like the workbench? Did not think of that. I doubt it, but it's worth looking. Loose boards black. That's not quite what we want. Destroyed stone. It does not look like it, but I'll be looking into things because this, say, flipping this house is not going to be finished today. There's just too much to do to make this home comfortable and apocalypse ready at the same time. One thing I am going to do is I am going to bring in some materials for getting to the construction right away when we get in there. Still working with the demo. Yeah, make a list. Thank you, Brat. Make a list. I'll list you. It's a good idea, which is why I'm grumbling, so. And we'll drop the paintbrush out here, because... Oh, there's a saw that you can... I have not... I've seen like a table saw at the cabinet place and everything, but it did not have an interaction. I'll look into that because if there's something that lets me remake that piece rather than coming up with a alternative, I'd really like that. I can see I haven't done a lot with the structure that's already there yet. There's going to be a lot of tearing out and rebuilding. Kind of like right here. Got to clean up the damaged portion. For right now, we'll just drop a couple of frames there, give us a placeholder. If that light works, we'll probably keep that light. As you see, I've been doing some filling in damaged areas. Cleared it. Of course, we have to clear it again now because it's been a while. Oh, don't give me that. So we're just gonna go top to bottom. And clean out. As well as see what's in the house, because who knows, maybe, just maybe, something's going to have that wiring tool. We'll be tearing this out because we don't need this many heat sources in a house this size. Hey guys, appreciate the help with the demo, but I do have it handled myself. Tear down a wall for me. And that's why you don't trash those, if you can help it. I'm actually going to leave a few of those in there for now. So I'm going to leave everything in there for now, because if I don't, I'm not going to have space for everything I want to be doing. Called the table saw. Yeah, I've seen it. I've not seen any that I could interact with, so I'll have to go looking for that, because if it's something that I can make on the table saw, I will definitely do that. So then you figure, you look at the garage as far as I've done, and aside from the part that I've had to tear out fixing, and I'll be doing some patching on that once I've got the drawbridge the way I want it, because I want the drawbridge to actually come flush to this wall, and then I'll dig out a spike pit here. Probably do spike mode around most of it. But if you look at the rest of the garage, now that I've finished the rebuild on it, even that nice clean metal roof, everything's looking pretty good. So I got to get into the taking care of the house. I'm going to build kind of a cleared out section between the house and the garage, so you can go from the garage to the house without having to go into the danger. Hey Data, glad to see you. Been picking up our house flipping effort here, and I just heard a zombie, and I'm trying to figure out if it was way out there somewhere or if it's in the house, because I didn't do... Oh, table saw's been removed. Darn it! Oh well, I will have to get creative, I guess. You don't spot for just miscellaneous junk. I didn't do anything to keep the zombies out. So they have reinfested the house I've been rebuilding. Fine, be that way. Sick and tired of all these zombies in my house. See, I haven't done anything that would stop things from respawning either, which means I'll have a few convenient things around here. But I gotta find good cabinets to replace the broken ones and stuff like that. Here's where we've been having our biggest efforts. We started from basement to work up, and we have been rebuilding and reinforcing. Where are you? Oh, no longer a need for things that could do. Well, I will have to do some looking as far as construction and design materials. I've done a little bit, but I gotta do more. It's not like the house is finished yet. It's gonna be oh, I did not mean to do that. It's gonna be a couple more streams. I do want to repair that though, because that's gonna be iron. See, there is our water heater. Oh, it broke a hole through that wall for me. Okay. And in here is our furnace to heat the whole house, which is also where I am going to be building the last-ditch safe room. Which is why... What kind of gun is that? This one? That's just the regular 9mm pistol. I just have a few extra mods on it. Like I've got green dye, the reflex sight, silencer, rad remover, and extended magazine. Extended because they won't let me put drum mag in this. Leave that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to... I didn't bring wood. This is almost on a par with Moonshock dropping his water bottle when he's dying of thirst. Drop a bunch of construction materials in there so I can go and get the few more things and have things ready to hand. Do you usually shoot your demo crew, Will? If they're trying to bite me, yes. We've got a strict no biting policy. It's part of the employment contract, and we've got a zero tolerance policy on that. So he brought it on himself. cobblestone, extra wood. I got stuff for kind of building and reinforcing lots of things, although I don't think I brought enough doors for what I'm going to be doing. But if I didn't, I'll build more. My rule's real simple, is I don't work on the house off stream, but I will I'll take time off stream playing game to get more materials. See, he gave me an infection even. I mean, talk about the HR hassle. Okay, so I want cobbles, I want wood, and I want concrete. And I want frames. See, and there's somebody coming to my house. Let's go greet our intruder. I didn't invite you. Oh, there's somebody else. And this is why I was going to set up some automated defenses. But I forgot my wiring tool, and you can't make a wiring tool in the workbench. I looked. Be gone. Okay, don't hear anyone else. And I know, for some of the stuff that I'm doing, I swear, some of the stuff I know it would be faster tearing out, putting in frames, and then reinforcing them. But you know, when you got a broad mix of materials, you work with a broad mix of materials. I forgot one thing. I got Grandpa's awesome sauce. Eat. Yes, I gotta eat too, so I do have plenty of food in the garage. What are you, outside? Getting so weak with hunger and thirst I can barely knock a nurse's block off anymore. Because I brought some hobo stew. Take a couple of those. One yucca. One goldenrod. And where did I put... That also says learning elixir. I know I put learning elixir in the truck. There we go. Not that the garage door does a lot with its... the drawbridge does a lot with that side door open still, but... We have some standards. Maybe not a lot. We have some standards. And we may as well see if we can't pop a few more skill points. Munch some grass, it's crunchy. Not a cow. And behind that, we're not going to worry about. You're not actually going to be able to get to most of this when I get done here. But you'll be able to get to some. Because we are going to make... Oh, I don't think that's actually what I wanted to do. Well, it's not going to matter too much because it's on that wall. That's going to matter more. Pick up your bedroll for much. Oh, glass. See, yeah, I'm not going glass suicidal. Thank you very much. Hey, Data, can you pick up doors with land claim block, like the vault doors? Or do you have to, like, break them? I'm betting you have to break them. Kyler, there is actually a method to that madness, but while I'm at it, we're going to just go ahead and drop. We are going to drop one there just for... Gotta break them. Great. Okay. Well, I messed up a little bit with the placement of this. Couldn't figure out why it wouldn't let me, but I need to do a little bit more cutting into there, and then I'll do some workaround on this. The idea is our nicely finished garage has a drawbridge to go in and a spike moat. So you have to have the that to drive across. I'm going to go break those doors because I want to say what I'm doing, I want to do right. And doing it right means these have got to be facing the... This one was dropped on accident. Just a second, because that can be annoying. Means back to back. The horizontal is with intent. And we will demonstrate that shortly. I love how it bulges and everything like that too. It doesn't just like crack. Yeah. I'm gonna leave those. No, I can't because I gotta have them facing the other way. Gotta have to come up with a whole different plan for your next horde night. Yeah, your next horde night though, you got a couple of streams for that, right? Like living through it. Oh, shade. True, but ouch. I've had my share of horde nights where survival was accidental. You be careful out there on that trip. Yeah, Flint Petoskey. That can be a fun scenic run, especially the right time of year. You be careful because people are still stupid out there. Gotta give the stamina a moment, so we'll reinforce us some concrete. Aside from just all the regular reinforcements that's happening with the basement rebuild and everything, we're building us a last ditch panic room. The idea of this is just survive out the rest of the horde night. But I tried to build it in such a way trying to do it in such a way as to still have an ability to combat during it. And that means demoing a trick that I saw on a Reach Gaming video. Yes, don't forget Kyler's 7 Days to Die stream tomorrow, or as might be demonstrating you know 7 minutes to die on a horde night. Could be worse. Back to work, breaks over. Get back to work, you slacker. At least you get tomorrow off, right? Have a good one, Kyler. Last one. And then I gotta start putting them in the way I'm trying to do. I hope that wall's not load bearing because I might need to move it. You want to know what's really curious though is all of this beating on these doors, and it has not attracted a single zombie. Which is kind of curious. Now, one other thing. This is going to be a safe room. We want to make it extra safe. This might burn through a little bit of steel, but I can always make more. We're not going to have zombies digging down the outside. We're not going to have them pounding through the side wall. We're not going to have them digging through the ceiling. Are we still on the learning elixir? I'm sure it's probably... Yeah, it's worn off. May as well take another one, because construction's a good place to get another skill point. And we're not doing anything with that wall yet, just because we're not certain the tear out versus upgrade on it quite yet, and if we need to move it. Okay. 2, 3. So I need 2 space, 2, 2. What I'm trying to do, I think, will fit in here. Okay, so we need that. Oh! Okay. So it needs building against something. That's fine. Note to self, against the wall first. I've never, say, some of the things I'm doing I've never tried before. Hope so. Kyler didn't get, I'm sure he didn't. Kyler is pretty thick-skinned and more than capable of digging on himself, too. That is not doing exactly what I was hoping for. I think I'm gonna have to drop the ceiling a little bit for some of that, which is fine. I've been actually just kind of rethinking some of that, because some of what I'm thinking of doing I can do with steel blocks, which will be a little easier. Not going to tear out what's back in again. But I burned through a few more resources than I had planned as far as making everything the way I wanted it to be. Start getting some upgrading built into this, because the whole point is to give us a small cubby with extra strong reinforcement. And then if you've seen the double hatch trick, it's similar, just using doors instead. There we go. Now, if they breach all the other defenses, I can run down in here, and I can fight from here. But we're going to make it a little bit more reinforced. Like we are going to take and double steel this wall. That's adorable. Yeah. I was hoping to have a little bit more space, and I kind of messed that up, because more potent than even the double steel wall I'm doing is if you can do it. What I saw was basically double layered doors on all sides, just basically a cube of doors, all with the reinforced steel and everything. But we're gonna drop the ceiling. We're gonna take that wall in one. Can't really take this wall in any further, but because there's my door into it. But we'll take this wall in one, and we'll take that wall in one. So the whole thing is going to be just a very tight steel bunker designed. And the whole point of this is just panic room. If we hit a point where all other defenses have failed, it is run down here and try and survive what's left of the Horde Knight. And with the doors being 7,000 each, it's got some potential. It's not exactly what I was aiming for, but I'm kind of liking it. I'm not worried about the floor underneath specifically, because if they're willing to drill down all the way underneath to come up through the concrete, because that's the weakest spot, then you know what? They've earned it. They can eat me. Careful, because I'm not gonna block off anything until in this area until I can reinforce it with steel. In the meantime, we'll drop our doors and that in there. And we're going to come around to the rest of our area, because now we've got to start dealing with some demo and rebuild in the rest of it. Oh. And I walked around the long way instead of... Yeah, we'll keep a little storage handy. Oh, did not need to get that one. It's bound to happen that I'm going to have a few accidental reinforcements. It's just what happens. YouTube creator comment shout out section. I have not. Kind of see. And again, I did the long run. Oh, the other thing I discovered while doing the demo and rebuild is we do have... I gotta build a hatch for this. We've got, I believe, coal. No, that's just stone. But we've got iron and lead under here. And if you gotta, if you gotta have a bug out home for the zombie apocalypse, having your own sources of lead for bullets and iron for construction and reinforcement can't be too bad. Okay, so now, as we're coming around, not every construction is going to be quite so reinforced, because most of them don't have to be. Your panic room has got to be secure. Your exterior construction's got to be secure. Yeah, get some creature comforts in the rest of it. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to start actually with a closet for the water heater. And we're going to go ahead and trash that now. AFK a bit. Okay. Because you build your space for like your water heater and everything. Oh, I see what's throwing me off up there. Because that space doesn't have to be super fancy. Oh, okay, so that didn't it was only blocking me in one spot. That's good to know. Little repairs, doesn't matter. Some things are stronger. Support stuff, there's going to be a lot of strong support stuff. Don't worry, it's not going to be left that super anesthetic concrete look. You saw some of the stuff that we did with the garage, kind of pretty stuff up a little bit. We'll be prettying it up. That is there. What is it? Do I just keep missing it? I just keep missing it. Okay, where's that coming from? Yeah, that actually is coming from our furnace space, so that makes sense to keep that ductwork. We're just going to maybe get a little creative with it too. We'll see. I hope that I'm not messing up anything structural by breaking that out. Losing subscribers is no fun. You work too hard for them to just have them go away. No, this doesn't have to be enhanced concrete, but I've got lots of concrete mix, and it does lend a lot to the structural integrity above it. And since we're going to be painting it, That does not look great, but I'm betting I can paint that too. Since we're going to be painting it, it doesn't matter if it starts out with the concrete aesthetic. You know what else we're going to do? We're going to take all of these out. Because if they do enhance the structural support, we will do something to give it more. Call me crazy. I kind of like the stylings of that lamp. They did good with that one. I'm sure I can't duplicate that lamp, of course. There's so many things that you can't duplicate in this game. Though some of them you might be able to buy from vendors, and I will be doing a lot of that too. Where's my... Don't want to damage things. Oh. Okay, we can... Not sure I like that. We might have to paint it back, but... Reinforced ductwork. It's... It's not taking it from anyone. We have got... Uninvited company. Nighttime. See if he passed through to me or if he... take and fill a little bit too much inventory when I'm working on stuff. But like those things, especially the fort bites. Fort bites are damage mitigation for 2 minutes, though it kills your water a little bit. But if you got enough water, what's not to like? Okay. Some of this is just gonna get, it's gonna get some major makeover treatment when I bring the paint down here. Okay. Small space. Compact, not built for aesthetics. Because the whole point of this space, aside from having the furnace to keep the house warm, is going to be ain't no zombies getting in. Okay. And I think we're actually going to help visualize. Oh, he broke through. That looks so nice, too. Now I'm mad. I'm mad at zombies. Collecting a lot of extra ammo recently. Pick up paintbrush. And where did I stick the paints? So I don't still have them in inventory. Did I put them back in the truck? I did. I'm going to start painting some of this so that we have a reference. First space in the house that we make look nice rather than just functional. At least potentially. I'm a big fan of stone and black, but I gotta get one that looks nice, not just stone for stone's sake. If I can manage it, because this is still what's that gonna look like? No, definitely not. Okay, let's look at maybe painted surfaces. Red might work. Oh, I didn't see the asphalt shingles when I was doing the roof. I like these. The house will get these. can see that. And then carpet, paint, give me something. Chalkboard, absolutely not. Not gonna have the potential for fingers on it, you know. No, not that, not that. I do not like decisions sometimes, and they don't give us anything fresh in here. Of course, I guess it's the whole zombie apocalypse. See, that looks overdone. That looks overdone. You know it's bad if I'm saying like too much wood. I did not mean that how it sounded though. I wonder. I don't know. What do you think? You have that on the screen while I look at some other options. Of course, I might do painted concrete. It's not as good as if they had a good painted drywall section. And they got wallpapers, but the wallpapers are all quite gross. Those wallpapers went out of style 50, 60 years ago and should never be back. No, not that. Not that. Yeah, those options are just leave something to be desired. Whoops. That was not what I intended to do. Thankfully, it allows you to do this. Pick that texture. And then reapply. Oops, that was not what was intended either. Well, today's the first time I've ever played with the painting tool, and it's got some interesting little quirks for sure. And I'll have to come back to some of those blocks from other angles to get all of the angles to them. Oh yeah, we said we were going to do something with our door. At least if they've got a texture for a door. I'm about to find out. It's garage door. Boxes, TV screens. Actually, this would be a good one for... No, can't do because it's... I'm a little concerned that I'm going to end up with maybe having to buy a better door for these. As far as better appearing, because I don't think we can paint our metal doors either. No, can't paint the metal doors, so I have to make it something that's gonna work. That's me burning through a lot of steel and making some mistakes along the way. a little limited in what doors I can make. Take a look at what doors I can make with the workbench and see. Let's see. Still thinking that's turned out really nice. I just can't walk. Oh yeah, that's right. I was coming over here to see if this gives me any door options that I didn't have before. No. Well, with that, let's go ahead. We'll drink a little, we'll eat a little. The one thing, of course, I don't have is, like, it's vitamins for that. Well, you can't remember everything. No, I definitely don't want that. Like, done with that. I want that. They have bright colored concretes, but don't have like a plain black painted. Catch you later, Swirl. Have a good one. That works for that. Well, we've got that. We get several of these around the house. We may as well go ahead and get them all right now. And of course, you get those times where you count on your viewers' opinions, and we're getting kind of not super opinionated at the moment. Yep, there's another one of those on this side. I'm not worrying about painting directions that aren't going to be seen. But if we run into a spot later where it's like, yeah, we can see that, we'll add paint. Well, the question I have especially relates to that room downstairs. Let me get back there. Well, I guess they did some of the same kind of thing in here. So the oh, wrong direction. The tan adobe with the oak wainscoting. Actually, we're going to... Yeah, we can leave that in here. So this bit here. Okay. It's not going to be the whole house done that way, but being able to say, yeah, this is one section that's done that way, and hey, we made it look nice. I did not mean to do that. That's a whoops. Where did I put my... Let's see, where did I put my paintbrush? And paint the concrete while it's still wet. There we go. So at the ceiling, I'm gonna do something with... Before I do anything with the ceiling, what we're going to do is we're going to reinforce it. Oh, not that we want. Takes up almost no space. And can be painted any color. I don't want that one because I think we'll keep this space like this. We'll probably put something decorative in here too. But this is kind of a utility space. And I'd come up with the use for this area. I'll come up with something good, I'm sure. And I'll agree that that wall is going to go right there for now. So this room is going to be itself self-contained. Welcome back, Data. We are putting some finishing touches on this room as far as prior to decor. It's not it's not a end-all be-all by itself, but it is a utilitarian space anyway. The creator posts a link or a poll or something. I definitely gonna have to get into that, and I will make sure that Swirl hears that, because Swirl is trying very hard to make this work, and since YouTube sucks at YouTube, makes it a little bit challenging. That's the other side of the door, so that's going to be in that room there. Because we got our water heater in here. And this is mostly just a hallway around it from one space to another. Just do the ceiling real quickly, and then that'll be it until it gets some decoration. That room might actually get that. I was looking for a colorful drywall, but the cream might work, I guess. There was a drop ceiling in here somewhere. Oh, white drywall ceiling. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's bright. Get posts there even from people you're not sub to. Well, that's definitely, I mean, that's got some potential then. I like that, actually. This color is really, that works for the ceiling there. Yeah, I mostly only get posts from people I follow, but I can understand and get that where, hey, it's dropping stuff in there and I'm seeing people I don't follow and everything related to that. I'm betting you can't. Of course, I can't build bookcases. I think you can buy decorative shelving from vendors, but not build. Okay, so we've got this room. Yeah, more utilitarian, but it's finished. Swirl Blues link. I don't have it on me, but I bet I can get it real quick. Because I know I'm subbed, so it's just a matter of finding the right subscription information. Oh, is that it? Let me take a look. Yes, that is Swirl. Okay, should I make this one big space or two smaller spaces? I think two, because I mean it used to have a wall and a door here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if she doesn't have an email listed there. But I do have the ability to reach out to Swirl, so I will let her know to which you were referring there. Okay. All right, a couple of doors. This way. Oh. So then I could do something with this space. I could do something with this space. I think I'm going to leave a door here. Should make a Gmail in the account name. Yeah, I can see that. So get this space, this space. You know, I'm going to turn this into... We're going to have at least one basement apartment out of this, I think. Because could make this into a little kitchenette dining. And make this a bedroom. And then, of course, the panic room. Did that. Okay, yeah, that's all. Yeah, I don't think even Horde Night zombies can get through that. Not during Horde Night, at least. This would be like three layers of steel straight down rather than pathing around if they have to. Okay. So if we're going to turn this into a bedroom, we're going to take this out and we're going to replace it with kind of a placeholder. So what we'll do is we will take, and I'll do it with wood frames, I think, because I got lots of wood around too. And I'm sure I can use the iron other places, so there's always room for iron. Basic idea for this little tidbit here is, I'm sure you've seen it too, places where the heat run, they put something, they cover it with something a little more decorative. Okay. I'm deliberately not going to be reinforcing these too hard. Because if zombies want to come in from above, I want them to be able to come through the ceiling in this room and probably one room over there. We gotta think the practicalities of zombie pathing too. Ooh, how's that gonna look? Kind of plain, but actually I wanted to do the drywall, didn't I? Because they're just a cream colored drywall. And then you can decorate around it. And then I can turn the storage box into something in the bedroom. Actually, I don't want to do the ground level on that because I'm going to do like another wainscoting or something. I say that and then I go ahead and do it anyway. Rub off some of my paint so I get reminders. All that without paint thinner and without getting paint on my hands. I am a magician. Okay, and then this wall here, of course, too. I don't think that that's going to be enough. No, that's too plain. Even for me, I think. Bring a little color into the mix. Can't see behind the box. I don't think so. We can't paint behind the box. Oh, I bet you I know something I forgot in the other room, didn't I? Yeah, I forgot the floor. We will do the floor right now. Kind of like this one, just livens up even a utility space. And you have that top to bottom, light to dark kind of thing going on. Let's see if we can do that or a different flooring here. Ooh, I know I'm going to want marble somewhere. Just do drop ceiling in here. Do that. That might be okay. By all means, if something I'm doing looks really ugly, tell me. Oh no, that's office carpet tile. You know, that makes me think more of a den. We're gonna repeat with this one because we can. This one's kind of office carpet tile too, but I could see using this one in certain places in a house too. That other one's like you could put it outside of say you could put it like in a house, not in an office building, but you'd be wrong. Looking kind of clean. We just got to do something with the storage box. Huh. Problems. I think the only side for bookcases is that plain brown. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. They've resurfaced the top of that. You can drop your bed right there. I might be able to put a lamp here. It's got promise. And bug out room is right on the other side. Yes, paint our floor. In here too. Make it look like it's not quite so finished, but and this is gonna get just a painted concrete look. Oh, but not purple, not purple, I don't think. Mustard, blue. Nice soothing blue as we are losing our lives in the apocalypse. Didn't decide if I wanted to do that with the ceiling or not. Yeah, we'll do the ceiling too. Just it is, after all, a disaster bunker. Shoot, shoot, shoot. That should work beautifully. And this one, yeah, this part we might just leave the unfinished. As far as the studs. The steel portion is going to get painted though. Too bad you can't have like smaller metal letters like the big metal letters. Put the passage from Dante's Inferno up there. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Oh, I know we're gonna put a we're gonna put a stripe. Just red stripe on the wall outside. Actually, that looks so good, but the ceiling's too low in here, so. Metal letters, numbers, iron and clay. Good to know. Yeah, just a tiny little bit unfinished with the crushed concrete floor. Actually, no, I am dropping my mouse is what I'm doing. I don't recommend dropping your mouse in the middle of a game. It's not a very effective thing to do. Do I have any nails on me? Of course I don't. To be continued. Now this space is going to be kind of a... I don't think I've got a kitchenette out here, do I? No, we had the entertainment center, which I kind of liked the area, and zombies did so much to destroy it. Of course, that'll get all painted, but that shows us they're not going to be going through this wall here either. That's just laundry. Hatch, 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 hatch. Okay, we can do iron hatch. For this. Not going to reinforce that wall anymore. Don't really care to reinforce that one, I don't think. But let's give it some clean colors in here, and then I can start building decorations. Now what we're going to do up here is we're going to do the same thing that we did in the other room. Take advantage of the fact that I can get extra iron off of that and replace with wood. And as far as the final visual effects, none the wiser. Oh, I didn't even reinforce that other one. Okay. Well, I can get to it once I take this one out. I've been working on the railroad. Let me tell you, from personal experience, demo is a lot of fun in person, potentially. We had this, I grew up in this farmhouse. Old farmhouse. It was over 100 years old when we bought it. And it had this little issue. Well, let's be honest, the farmhouse had a number of issues, as common to older houses, especially older houses in Michigan. One of the issues that it had was a really nice sized kitchen and a modest sized dining room with a beautiful bay window in it. The dining room had, it's not a pocket door, but it was the size of a pocket door. And it had like a, I don't know, maybe 20 foot or 20-inch wide closet door kind of thing. It was not your standard door width. It was about somewhere between 1/3 and 2/3 the width of a normal door. Oh, I didn't reinforce that one either. Not going full reinforcement, but want to have it capable of taking a little bit of damage. That was not what I wanted to do with that. Well, capable of taking a little bit of damage without collapsing, and I will get the paint over that, and then no one will be the wiser. If you got lots of cobbles, may as well make use of some cobbles too. That almost looks... But that's not what we're going to do with that. We are going to do the same thing we did in here. At least until we come up with other colors for that. We've just covered over the heat run, but we got a couple of vents in. I did the wrong thing. I can't believe I did the wrong thing. Does that have a separate texture? Is that just the texture? That is just the texture. I think. I'll see if there's another one down here, because I did not quite mean to do that. There's... That looks like it might be the same texture. Yeah, it is. The creative things you do with very little. Oh, of course, I can't paint that, so the hatch is going to be the hatch. It's what you got. Texture picker. I want to get some... I want to do some coloring. So this is going to be more of a kitchenette dinette thing. So ooh, that might be... I don't want that far down, farther up. This does not look... So now we're going to put another wainscot in here too. And I find you can do some pretty creative things for camouflaging some things, though, because ladders will take paint texture. Found that very interesting. Speaking of ladders taking a paint texture, we are going to do this. Camo ladder. Just kind of hides a little bit. Oh. Inside of the doorway always reflects whatever room it is. Not the drywall. Oh, it's searchable. It's the only wainscoting options we got. Let's try this. Ah, but that looks too... Even for the basement, that looks too... Get some wood in there. Gives it a glow. And then this ceiling is going to get a reinforcement. Sorry, the talking is much a little dry. Push a few fluids and see if that helps. Kind of doing a little bit of the thinking thing too. Oh, I did not mean to drop one there. Thankfully, those can be picked up. Inventory is what I want. Let's see what they've got flagged as ceiling. White drop ceiling, what's that look? No, that's not fitting our space here. Let's see, what do we have with wood? That might actually work. No, they put too much effort into making it look like flooring. Okay, so painted stuff. Decisions. Sorry, I had to mute there. Almost sneezed in your ear. That would not have been polite. So you know what? We're going to take and we're going to copy this one. And then we will use other things for our accents. I need to go get some food. Which is thankfully food's just out in the truck. Take a quick peek at our, since we're here, the top of our sill needs a little bit of attention too. Oh, okay, we're not in that room yet. Or that room. Interesting. Losing track of what outside matches what inside. I think that's the kitchen area we've just been working on, or else that's the bedroom. And some hobo stew. Hobo stew is tricky because fresh hobos are just so hard to come by these days. Oh, I brought some chili dogs with me and everything too. I came equipped to do a lot of work on the house, then I forgot simple things like my wiring tool. Yeah, I think that's just where we were. So then there's the flooring. If it's kitchen dining, it should have a nice tile, I think. Maybe. But not that. Ooh, I wonder. No, just that looks too... Looks too, you know? Not the carpet tile. Oh, oh, here we go. This is where... This is where I would love to see... Oh, yeah. I'm a big fan of wood flooring, too. So... And wood flooring is an area where character matters. So a little bit of... wear and tear, texture, aging, things like that. Not a big deal with a wood floor. Oh, that's looking nice and warm and inviting, sort of. You know, white adobe and white drywall. You know, I'll get somewhere with it. Key point being, we are making progress in our basement. Because as we go work our way outward, we've got our panic room. The start of a bedroom for a small basement apartment. I might want to change that ceiling. We'll decide later. This is going to be kind of a kitchen dinette. It does have a doorway into laundry, so with that, the laundry's going to, for this whole house, is going to stay here. We can keep that way. This is just kind of like a little utility hall because we got our water heater closet right here. Oh, I missed a spot on the ceiling. Why did you tell me I missed a spot on the ceiling? Now, it doesn't really show, but that ceiling there and this ceiling here have been concrete reinforced. Point being is I want to, if possible, we want to have zombies, if they get this far into the house, coming down the stairs and going through the doors. If not, we want them breaking through the bedroom ceiling and or the laundry area ceiling. Because then they're going to have to deal with pathing around to the other side or trying to beat against the steel walls. If they try and beat against the steel walls, I can open one of the doors to make use of that. So then there is what to do with this space here. I almost think this space might get an extension of this space. Tempting to wall off under the stairs, but we'll see. And those things continue to be a pain to me because I know the purpose. They're, you know, floor joists. But we are reconstructing with modern technology, modern equipment, and materials. And you don't need as much joist if you're dealing with steel reinforced concrete. And of course, the whole got things farther up, covered up, so of course you're not going to see them necessarily. That's our heat run, which we did come leave it out of here because this is just a utility space. but we covered it up in here. So as a utility space, I might put storage along that wall. Who knows, maybe along that wall too. Now this space here, and of course they wrecked my shelf, and that's empty cupboard, which I know I can do cupboard painting on a box to reinforce that. Check the purse, then trash the purse, because we want to fill in that hole. Now, the one thing in here, I wanted to keep to the aesthetic that was already done in here, because I kind of liked the way it looked. I think this might be the only place. Oh, I don't remember what the flooring was looking like, though. So we're going to start with painting up the stuff that we've got going on. Don't punch your wood frames. We managed so far to salvage the TV, which is good, because I liked the TV. Put new furniture in here. Of course, we make it look good. We had to do some reinforcements. Because this all needed to go up to concrete. As it's not just about making it pretty, it's about making it functional. I'm going to leave the wall wood, but I'm going to reinforce the wood. And then paint it. And then the rest of the decor in here, although I'm going to have to decide on the crown molding question. And if I leave this just open, which I might, I'm going to have to do some more painting. question, was this the floor out here? I think it was. Makes a nice utilitarian for a laundry area. And after all, you do want your laundry area to be able to take a beating. I'm just going to swap out the paintbrush for a frame real quickly. Fill that in. They like pounding on the ceiling there, apparently. Gives them a good floor to come into. And then in here... Oh, no, 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 no. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Cabinet granite. I wonder. Oh, no, 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 no. But that marble is just too highbrow, so to speak, for a house like this. It's more of an industrial kind of thing. I think we're gonna fall back on this one because I don't want the floor to be that tile into here. I don't think. I should have paid attention to what was here before because I kind of liked the aesthetic in this room. I have to hit up a vendor and see if I can get a cabinet from a vendor. Because if I can't, I'll put in a storage box and paint it, but... I have to put a couple of ceiling lights in. Or wall sconce or something. Maybe that was just a little too dark. No, need something that looks, say brighter is fine, but need something that looks... This could be a good place for this. Kind of get a shaggy feel. Nice, relaxing, easygoing kind of. And it's still warm. I'm hearing footsteps outside. I have to go up there and take a look. We are going to have to call the stream real soon. Of course, we'll be back next week with an art stream, I believe. I haven't double checked. Well, I don't have to double check my calendar. The day should fall exactly the same as they did in February. So next week for an art stream, and then 2 weeks, we have more 7 days to die house flipping, I think, unless I run a different game that day. No. With that, we're going to put the tile right to the threshold. And then this is the nice, warm, but used carpet. Has some feel to it. And this is going to be a different purpose room, but it's going to be an extension in style because that nice open short archway there. We're just going to carry the style into here. And yeah, we're gonna reinforce that wall. It's not entirely arbitrary which walls I am reinforcing and which ones I'm not. I told you to take the sample of that one. Okay, now I'm mad. Somebody's beating on my house. Yeah, those got... So you do all your upgrading before you paint, because the upgrade messes with the paint. I'm mad. Somebody's beating on my house. I'm gonna empty a magazine into them. As soon as I find them. Wolfie! Drop a few things, because Wolfie drops stuff I can't collect. I love how far stuff flies when you take and butcher a wolf and everything. It's like, yeah, it's all over the place. No reason for it to be, but it is. Did not mean to do that. I hear another wolf. I think. If we hear another wolf, let's reload. Yep. Did I get him in one? I got him in one. I'm kind of impressed with myself for that one. That wasn't exactly planned. I was trying to get him mad and run over and not have to run quite so far to hit him. What can you do? Wolf's gonna wolf. And of course, I immediately start hearing another zombie outside. You may not have heard because pretty faint footsteps, but pondering taking and putting something right there, so I'm not sure I'm going to paint that quite yet. Since this isn't supposed to be utility space, I'm going to pull the same kind of thing and build a covering for our heat run. I have to be careful because I want to keep the vent, which might be a little tricky without the, without it being up against a wall. Oh, I know how I'll do it then. Because when something works for you, go with it. Actually, no, I like the side, having the window section be the same as the side is better, I think. Remember, you can always tell me that something looks ugly. I'll take another look at it. We have limited options, but we've got options. Now we're gonna carry the texture on. Then I can throw a couple of storage boxes down here. It's like under the stairs thing. What we'll do with this is we're going to take that texture. We're actually going to put that texture inside our utility closet. We have not paid any attention to this specifically because it's a utility closet. It doesn't need to look fancy, right? I love how you can make that mistake. There we go. So I don't see how I hit that pipe when I'm aiming for that wall, but I do. Our water heater, we get a heat run through here. This is just the unfinished utility closet. Then we're out here. The space is more utilitarian, but it is still space. And this is actually going to be like a living room entertainment space. We still got our TV, nice big flat screen. You know, I am going to go ahead and we're going to beautify the cabinet. No, that's... Might have to, yeah. So let's do that. Give our shelves kind of more of a cherry look. Maybe I should do the trim to match. Nah, maybe not. Stick that with the black for now. Then I'll have to decide if I can see if I can find crown molding or if I'm going to take it down or what. We'll just kind of have to see. So it is 8:45. Lords of the Night is set for 15 minutes, I believe. I haven't heard anything about them not streaming or anything, so I'm going to assume that they are. We're going to call it here with a lot of our aesthetic work in the basement being done. We still have, oh, that's what that is for. I wonder, does that mean that Adobe one? Nope. Good to know. Not entirely distract Sue, but sometimes it's a squirrel, shiny object. So as per the last time, I will not be doing. I might be doing some sorting out in the garage and in the bedroom since I've got a lot of construction materials here now. But I'm not going to be doing any demolition, rebuilding, or decorating until the next stream. We're going to be doing some progress and advancement here. I'll continue getting materials and looking for decorations. And then we will come back and do more home renovations on House Flipper Apocalypse Edition. Thank y'all, and I will see you next time.